On the rugged coast of Maine, where the ocean sang lullabies to the cliffs, stood a lonely lighthouse, its beams sweeping endlessly across the waves. Inside lived Eli, the last of the lighthouse keepers, a quiet man with a soul tethered to the sea and a heart anchored in the past. Each evening, he would climb the narrow staircase, light the lantern, and stare into the distance, as if waiting for something or someone. That someone was Marin. Years ago, Marin had come to the town as a marine biologist, studying coastal ecosystems. Curious and fearless, she'd knocked on Eli's door during a storm to ask about the migrating whales he often wrote about in his lighthouse logs. They became fast friends, then something more. She filled the lighthouse with laughter and books, seashells and cinnamon tea. Eli, once solitary as a gull in flight, found joy in the rhythm of a shared life. But Marin had dreams that reached beyond the horizon. A research voyage to Antarctica offered her everything she'd worked for. "It's only a year," she'd whispered as they watched the moon glint on the waves. "Wait for me." Eli kissed her forehead and said, "The light will be on." Every night. She sailed away. Seasons passed. The sea grew fierce, then calm, then fierce again. Letters arrived, then slowed, then stopped altogether. No one knew what happened to her ship. Storms, ice, silence. Still, Eli kept the lighthouse lit every night for 10 years. One foggy evening, as the sun melted into the water and the sky wore a bruise, purple hue, a figure appeared at the edge of the rocks. Marin, older, weathered, but her eyes still held the ocean. She had survived a shipwreck, lived among an isolated island community until she could find a way home. She'd held on to hope, to the memory of Eli's promise, the light. Tears mingled with sea spray as they embraced beneath the beam, surrounded by wind and waves and years of longing. "You kept the light on," she whispered. "I never stopped waiting," he replied. And neither did the sea.